Oh, welcome back to my channel, Chocolate Chronicles. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to say thank you to all my new supporters. I believe I'm on day 5 of my channel, and I have already gained 300 supporters. So thank you guys, and keep running those numbers up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So today in the news, we have Johnathan Majors. So his interview just came out, and he is completely denying everything. And he had the nerve to say that he was shocked and afraid of the verdict. So let me fill you in. If you don't know, Mr. Majors was found guilty of assault and harassing his ex-girlfriend. So apparently, him and his ex-girlfriend was traveling in a SUV, and she noticed that Mr. Majors received a text message from another woman. In regards to this, she grabs the phone, and then this is when the fiasco breaks out, and you see video footage of her chasing Mr. Majors on the streets. Now, included in this video, I have the interview, some of the news clippings of the trial, including text messages and footage from the night of the SUV incident. Now, Mr. Majors goes on to say that he hasn't even seen his children in result to this whole fiasco. And I'm just a little bit disturbed by it. Did he do it or did he not do it? The evidence definitely is against him. He was definitely found guilty by jurors. So I don't understand why people have these interviews and they still deny the allegations, even when they're found guilty. Now, I understand some people are really innocent. I understand that. But it appears that, hey, you're guilty of what you've been accused of. And I still can't get over the fact that he tells his ex-girlfriend that he wishes she was like Coretta Scott King. Like, come on. No racial profiling here, but these are great women in the history of the U.S. that represents the African Americans. How do you expect her to uphold such titles and to represent that in your life? I mean, what's going on, Mr. Majors? What's going on? But let's go on. Check out the interview. And if you missed the text messages and the footage, they're also here later in the interview. So don't click through, watch all the way through and enjoy. And again, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Shock. I was absolutely shocked and afraid. I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face, twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't cause
I have no
them.
question.
People were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama?
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. You know, these great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. One of the things I also say is, like, I need her, in that case, Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making.
Do you feel you're not responsible for her injuries at all?
I shouldn't have been in the car. I shouldn't have stepped out of the relationship. I shouldn't have been in the relationship. If I'm not in the car, none of this is happening. If I leave the relationship, none of this is happening. if I'm man enough or brave enough to say, I want to see somebody else, or I'm done now. I'm not in that car. We're not here. I'm responsible for those things.
But none of her injuries.
I can't say that. None of her injuries.
Prosecutors say the actor struck his then-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, during an argument in the back.
The two get out of the SUV and walk to the intersection of Center and Canal Streets, where they claim it was Jabari who attacked Majors in New York City last March, leaving him